Alright guys, so here's the greenhouse. I have this poly plastic sheeting on it. It's like just like plastic. Hey, it's good for up to 5 years. However, with the heat that we've been having and Utah's winters and whatnot, it's not as sturdy as I would like it to be, especially the sides. And it's only supposed to be a temporary thing anyway. So my goal for today is to replace the siding here. My original plan was to match the wood that's in the front. However, that's going to be super expensive, and I'm trying to keep costs down on this. I don't want to, a budget of $1,000 greenhouse turn into a $6,000 greenhouse. So I'm keeping the budget down. Got some corrugated plastic that I'm going to put up on the side. The length between that ridge and the bottom is 4 foot 10 inches. Corrugated plastic is only 26 inches. They overlap a little bit. So I got a 2 by 12 by 6 inches tall to go along the bottom here, which I also think will help shore up the greenhouse even more, and it will help. So like if right now I have grass growing up against it, that won't be the final thing up against the greenhouse. It's gonna be wood chips, not grass. I want I don't want like a weed whacker or a tiller or something to hit the edge and then get all the plastic all ripped up or whatnot. So my thought is, if I do a 2 by 6 down the bottom, that will give me the missing inches I need for up here on the ridge. And if I have to put another piece of board across that ridge line, that that I can do that too. So we'll see what happens once I get the board up there. So I got enough corrugated plastic to do this side and that side. Front side we're going to leave as is for the time being. I think what actually I'll probably do, and it probably won't happen today, is do the whole thing wood. So I mean, I do kind of like having these windows here. However, if we get rid of this plastic roofing, which is the next project after the siding, I don't want water to get in here or the wind to blow and bust out the side. So I'll probably do kind of like I did up top there, do all new boards so they're all the same color all the way across, and then I'll cut out a space for the vent, and then we'll rescrew the vent back in. I think that'll look the best. And then I'll probably do that on the back side as well. Yeah, or I may just leave the back side for now, or we may do plastic on the bottom again and then wood on top. I'm pretty sure it will, but just by having the roof clear and the sides solid, because I got solid white corrugated plastic, that there'll be enough sun still, and perhaps not so much sun, because right now it's it's still 110 degrees in there, and I got shade cloth and everything on it. So I'm hoping with the white sides it'll reflect the heat, but it will also what's the word I'm looking for, reduce how much sunlight comes in, because now there's only the top 2 sides of the roof. So first things first is I'm going to score this plastic here. So cut it, undo all the screws, pull off this so it's like one panel. I'll remove this, and then remove that side. Same thing for that. Basically, I gotta get the side ready so then I can put the plastic on. So a few things. I got some screws. I'm going to try to reuse as much hardware as I can to save on cost. I did buy myself a new tool belt because the one I have actually hurts my stomach. I think I've gotten a little plump in the stomach area to where the tool belt that I got 10 years ago now doesn't fit. Or it fits, it's just really tight, and so it hurts like bend. So I got a nicer one from Home Depot. It's a Husky brand. I like Husky, so we're going to give that a go and see what happens. So yeah, I'll try to do like some time lapses and whatnot and videos. I'll do some like Instagram posts just so, or storylines, so you guys can see the progress in case you're wanting to build a greenhouse. All in all, so far I think I'm in probably close to $500 on this greenhouse, which is crazy because on the plans that I copied this from, it says it was $1,000 greenhouse, which it probably is because they use the corrugated plastic and other siding material for the sides. I've been using a lot of cheaper products and reuse a bunch of wood from like old garden boxes. Reuse a fence panels for our shade cloth. I got the plastic versus the hard corrugated plastic, just a I forgot what it's called, like polyurethane, poly something plastic. Which it was great. You know, I got the entire greenhouse plastic, the original plastic, for like $50, which is why I was so happy. But I'm over a year about now with the greenhouse. I'm happy with how well it's held up, but I'm ready to upgrade it. So yeah. Screen door got from Restore, $30. So if you're creative and if you're willing to not have like something top notch, you know, like a Hartley greenhouse or some of these really expensive ones that other people have, you just want to DIY it and kind of go from there and be creative, this is the one for you. So check out Anna White's greenhouse blueprint. She has one that's also a barn style, which I originally wanted, but after talking with Jamie and looking over some pictures in our yard, this A-frame one looks better with our roof line, and it matches kind of like our house and stuff, so that's why we went with that one. But yeah, there's two different plans, so check those out and stay tuned for more. See ya. so got the bottom brace board in. The board's level. So now I can just go get the plastic and put the plastic up, the corrugated plastic. I got this foam stuff that's supposed to help block any openings, so I gotta stick that along these posts here first, and then I can screw on the corrugated plastic. But shoot dang, it is hot out here. Hey guys, so I got the sides done, the corrugated plastic sides. They're looking pretty good. Keep finding some areas where I missed a screw. That's right. Just want to show you. Yeah, I want to show you how it looks and then give you the game plan for tomorrow morning. This is how it looks. So I missed a screw right here, but I put on this, I don't know what you even call it, like a really thick weather stripping. They said it takes place instead of the wood end caps that they have for the corrugated plastic that goes along inside here, so that there's not like any holes. It's supposed to be a little different, like replace that, which I do like it because I got 12 feet for the same amount of what was it, like 8 feet, 10 feet of the wood stripping. So I do like that. I like the way that the white looks. I think it'll help keep it somewhat cooler. Let me take you around to this other side. So here's the other side. As you can see, there's a little bit of gap there. My math was just a little bit off. Not a big deal, but I think I have a game plan to fix it. And it's when I put on the corrugated plastic. The plans call for a 12-foot sheet cut in half to 6 feet, and you go vertically so that the water runs down the grooves, which I think is perfectly valid. That's what their main intention was. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. However, it's a lot more money, or it's a lot more work, because now I gotta cut, and I don't know, so what I'm thinking is continuing the look of the white, going horizontally of clear, but I will start here and overlap it just like I did there, so there's no seam, and bring it up, because I need 3 of them, and that will give me quite a bit of extra. So if I go bare minimum of overlapping, I think 3 would give me enough to go horizontally across and overlap. So when the water runs down, it'll run down like a ridge like this, like a little bumps. Not a big deal. I've seen greenhouses like that. They work just fine. It's just to keep the water out of the greenhouse. I really don't care where it goes, as long as it's out of the greenhouse and away from the greenhouse. But yeah, let me take a step back so you can see the overall look. It's a lot stronger now too, because of the wood on the bottom there, as well as just the panels themselves have made it way more sturdy. It only took me 5 trips to Lowe's and Home Depot, a couple hours of changing my mind about game plans, which I do a lot when it comes to my projects. You can ask Jamie. I change them all the time, but this is like my passion. This is really my biggest hobby right now, is this greenhouse and the 3D printed CNC machine I'm building. And so I like coming out here and tinkering and seeing how I can make it better. But yeah, I think it'll be good to get the plastic on there, especially if we have another winter like we did this year. The heavier duty plastic roofing will hold a lot better than this other plastic. This other plastic's great. I think it's used more for probably high tunnels, because the trick is pulling it super tight, and since I just use screws, it was hard to pull it tight without it ripping. If I was to do it again with the same plastic, I would do, they have these C channels with a spring, so you pull the plastic, put the spring in, and it holds it tight without putting any holes in the plastic. And you can do that on like every beam and every cross brace, and so it really will hold it tight. But now this is guaranteed. Like, people might say, oh, this is a huge cost. It is, but it's a long-term investment. So for the next 30 years, this greenhouse will survive. And if I can get it perfect with the temperature and whatnot, I can start my seeds inside the greenhouse. I can grow plants inside throughout the winter as well as summertime and fall time. And so, you know, if I can grow my own produce and save us even $50 a month, you know, 50 times 12 is a lot of money just for having a little greenhouse. But yeah, I really like it. I enjoy it. It's a lot of work. It's hot. It's 103 degrees right now, but it's coming. I love it. So tomorrow, the game plan for tomorrow is go get the panels for the roof, and that weather stripping, that thick foam stripping stuff. I think what I will do first thing in the morning, I think I'm going to wake up kind of early, like before the sun gets super hot, and I think I'm going to take down the roof plastic, because when it's hot, plastic's hot, I am hot, the ladder's hot, the drill's hot, the screws are hot, and it's no fun. So if I can get all that done, taking it off and the panels up by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll be in good shape. One thing that I am going to have to think about of how to do is these vents I have. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to cut out the plastic somehow, probably a jigsaw. And then, oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I won't put those vents back up. I'll have to figure that out. Because the issue with the corrugated plastic is because of the ridges, nothing ever sits flush. So I would need that vent to sit flush or underneath the corrugated plastic. And if I was to do it underneath the corrugated plastic, that means I gotta cut my roofing around that. And I really don't want to do that. I don't have the patience to do that. Not sure. But yeah, I'll probably have to get, I think I calculated 6 of those panels. I should probably do some math. Because if 6 gets me close, then I need a ridge cap. I've been trying to think of what the best way to do a ridge cap is. In the blueprints, it says just put like a 2x4 up, but they also did it the opposite direction, and I want it the same direction as the walls. So what I'm thinking is, if 6 gets me, you know, within a couple inches of the top, I can get one more sheet. And these bend really easy, so I can just bend it over the top. It'll have this nice curve on top. The tricky part is climbing up on the ladder. I have a trimmer, and in the heat, I've realized it's getting worse. And then staying on the ladder doesn't help either. It's not that I'm nervous to get on ladders, but I'm overly cautious on ladders, and so my body tends to tense up, and then the tremors come out and I shake even more, and then I get nervous, and then it's just kind of irritating and annoying, but I'll get it done. But please hit the thumbs up, and that will help me grow the channel. Give me a subscribe or share it. Share it with your family, friends. You know, maybe they like this stuff and you don't know that they like it, or they don't know about the channel. So if you can just share it with them or mention it to them, they can find it on YouTube at Williams Urban Homestead. At Williams Urban Homestead. You can also find me on Instagram. I post a lot of pictures of like my garden and projects. Still not very good about doing these videos, but it's getting there. I'm getting a little bit better. So, anywho, stay safe, keep cool, drink lots of water, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. See ya. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Williams Urban Homestead. Today we are going to improve the greenhouse once again. You know, a lot of people have cars that they tinker with, or sewing or crocheting. I got a greenhouse. So let me show you what my plan is to do right now, and then I'll explain my overall plan. So stay tuned.